Hello, my name is Louis Kimber and I'm a mechanical engineering apprentice from Atkins in Bristol. I've created this video as part of the CIBSE Young Engineers Awards for 2022 and I'm specifically going to be looking at the levels 5 to 7, which asks what are the key priorities for building services engineers over the next 5 years. So with sustainable construction and the drive towards net zero being the key drivers in building design, the role of building services engineers is ever increasing in importance. The recent net zero targets set in response to the challenges faced by climate change need to be at the forefront of the building services design in the next 5 years and beyond that. So one of the first priorities I wanted to look at was for building services engineers in the next 5 years to promote and work towards the UK government target to reduce carbon emissions by 100% by the year 2050. So this makes the early stages of design increasingly important to ensure a complete net zero strategy is defined and the performance of the building is evaluated fully. And it's our job to not only focus on the building services, but challenge other disciplines on ways they can improve their design, things such as fabric, orientation and structure. And we're not going to achieve this net zero by simply replacing the 26 million odd boilers in the UK with heat pumps alone. We need to also be aware and look at other alternatives such as hydrogen heat networks. So they all have their advantages. So the next one, sort of linked to the previous slide, is the updated Part L regulations, which are heavily influenced by this net zero by 2050 target. So it's the responsibility of us as building service engineers to promote and make the client and the rest of the design team aware of these changes. And just some of the key changes are highlighted on the slide there. So the next one is, which I think is probably the most important, is inspiring our future generation of engineers. So our sustainability goals are not going to be achieved overnight and will therefore require a continued effort from the building services industry. And it was CIBSE President Kevin Mitchell, it was something he said in the recent 125-year celebration where he stated the 5 challenges for us as engineers to go for, and it asked us to promote the industry to the younger generation so that they can be part of designing the future net zero infrastructure. So on a personal level and in response to that, I'm hoping to join the CIBSE Young network for my region and also get involved in some more STEM events within Atkins. So just a couple of final thoughts. Some things I think as engineers we should look to develop in and develop our skills in within the next 5 years. So the first one being the use of digital techniques to reduce project delivery time and improve accuracy. So look to become competent in tools such as Revit and IES. I'm using it more and more. And I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. And the last one being competency. So the events at Grenfell really highlighted how a small oversight can be catastrophic. So it's up to us engineers to now outline a thorough check and review process and also be able to recognise our own limits in terms of knowledge. So that's all for me. Thank you very much for listening.